This next exercise is one of the most accessible and subtly impactful practices that one can do. And a lot of the time we do it on our own and we don't even consciously do it because the nervous system just loves it so much. And it's called the practice of containment. And when we contain something, right, we kind of put a lid on it. We make it more like contained. We put sort of something around something so that it doesn't get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And that's kind of the idea with containment. And so in this video, in this practice, I'm going to invite you to think about something, sometime in your life where maybe you missed a deadline or you were late for something really important, or you got a traffic ticket, or something that just kind of is like brings up, maybe someone in your world that just makes you feel like icky. Do you have that thing that just kind of brings up a little bit of like, ugh? Just feel that for a second. Feel that experience of discomfort. I know that I'm noticing just like my face is like doing a thing. I'm noticing that like I'm starting to hunch over and I'm like contracting a little bit. And yeah, I'm just noticing that there's this like closing, this like wanting to get smaller kind of experience that my body is doing, right? Now I'm going to invite you to whatever you just thought about. Take a hand, take my right hand, and just place it on your chest. And apply a little bit of pressure. And as you saw, a big, deep, spontaneous breath came over me just as I did that. That big, deep, spontaneous breath is a sign that the nervous system is coming down. It's down regulating. And so what do you notice? Maybe you might even press down a little pressure. And check in with your breath. Did you notice any drop in your shoulders? Did you notice any softening in your belly? Anything else that you noticed as you do this containing practice? And now I'll invite you to take your other hand and place it on top. I'm actually going to switch. So left always feels better first. Underneath, you can do whatever you want, but placing the other hand over. Now noticing what that does. And if that brings any comfort in any way, I'm noticing my eyes wanted to close in that moment. And so giving that moment of closing, and then there's some more breath moving. I'm just feeling a bit more of a drop. I'm noticing that it feels more quiet. And for the next piece of this, if you care to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to start making our way to giving ourselves a self-hug. And so if you'll join me, we're just going to start by putting the hands a little further out. Oh, oof, wow. Yeah, my body really likes that right now. And how do I know? I know because everything feels like it's slowing down. I'm feeling a bit more present. I'm noticing the airplane really loudly above me, which is also a sign of like being present, right? If I start to notice the things around me, then that means my body is here and now. And nervous system regulation is all about creating a sense of safety and presence. Another definition of trauma is the inability to be present. It's always thinking about something else or something that might happen, or, and having that loop running. Right? So just seeing how this impacts you, especially as you bring your attention back to it. And then maybe taking it out even a little further. Really going for that self-hug. Feeling how my breath is getting deeper and deeper. Noticing my body is wanting to stretch, and also that it's wanting to sit up taller. And yeah, this is one of my favorite practices, for someone who gets very activated emotionally at times, or I'm feeling a little bit of a burp coming through. So belching is another form of nervous system downregulation. It's the body parasympathetic turning on, digestion turning on. And so you can play around with it too and just see, like, where does it feel good to just hold? It might not be that big squeezy hug. Sometimes people don't like that at all. And so you get to decide for you what feels most containing and most supportive right now, in this moment, today. And then how do I know? Well, you can look for some of these signs. Noticing what makes me feel like my breath feels softer. What helps me feel like my shoulders drop. Or like a deep, spontaneous breath is coming through. And noticing these things more and more. What brings that on for you? And I'll leave you with that until the next exercise. Enjoy.